when I dropped the flesh of the child. In the center of the star, frightening laughter battered my senses. It was mine, triumphant, crazed with savagery, resounding with impossible echoes as if from the depths of a distant canyon. And then Legion appeared, fading into view over the orbiting circles of smoke, hovering, framed above the flashing crown of fire and light. He materialized in the form of a massive pink mass of swine, a connected Medusa head herd of snouts and screaming human faces, held aloft by a nest of hooves trampling the air, a bright phantom storm cloud of bristled, porous rolls of reddened flesh and lather, collectively glaring with fiercely feral yet regal and penetrating intelligence, deafening and commending grunts of carnivorous hatred burst forth from the chorus of enraged, fanged boars, floating and descending in a stampeding storm of terrible might. I knew at once what he required, and undeniably commanded of me, and I wept with shrieking sobs of futile, infantile desperation, withering into whines of submission and surrender as I cast aside the tome, soundlessly, into the infernal chaos, and I flung myself down and genuflected before him, rendered frozen with the awareness that can only come with the certainty and realization of the finality of one's own end. I had placed the knife like a bookmark in the tome, but now realized I somehow gripped it in the bloodless, trembling fingers of my right fist. I gouged the inside of my left wrist very deeply with it to the bone, bisecting the first cut with a second penetrating slash, crudely completing a ragged, upended crucifix, as illustrated throughout the tome, somehow changing hands and clumsily but with matching length and severity cutting the sign of the Southern Cross into the opposite wrist. I watched with mortal astonishment shockingly profuse gouts of my own lifeblood, rising and meeting in black crimson spiraling spouts that parted and dispersed evenly toward the snuffling laps and slurps of legions, dozens of beaked snouts and moist, fiendishly thirsty mouths, each of his many pairs of lidless eyes rolling back evenly in intoxicated ecstasy as I finally lost consciousness, welcoming the blackness, gasping a silent, breathless scream, which suffocated with a whisper of relief and praise. Yeah.
Ooh.